Hello everybody, this is BScat 100 here with...
Crystal Master 4.
And...
Smiley.
And welcome back to some more Professor Layton vs. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. In the previous episode, the storyteller revealed the truth, part of the truth, of Labyrinthia. It is actually a pharmaceutical research facility for Librellum Inc., and he is the president of said company. In addition, as we already know, the story has all been one elaborate hypnosis and one elaborate experiment.
Yep.
However, that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's still a whole bunch that we don't know. So let's continue to unpack this, shall we? If you like what you see,
Really confused. I'm just really interested to see where this goes now from here, because the case, even though Layton claims that the case is still the same, it's still not. It doesn't feel like it's the same. So I'm interested to see where it goes.
Well, that's what we're going to find out today. If you like what you see, leave a like down below, comment if you have anything to say, subscribe to me and Chris if you haven't already, click those bells so you're notified of everything that we do when we do it, and share with your friends so they can join in on this trial. Fuck English, let's go.
In this
we're in England, it's fine. Also, yeah, Pooja, this is a long trial.
I think so.
Espella is the name of a witch from an ancient legend that we read about in the ruins. It is a fictional character. She does not exist. But then, magic and witches. Magic is just an illusion, and there are no witches.
Alright, so it was all a fake. That doesn't make it that much better, though. Why did you write a story where people get killed with magic and witches are thrown into fire? You could have made it a peaceful, pleasant world where everyone would be happy.
No, that was not possible.
Why?
Because then you wouldn't have a game.
Aww.
This is a research facility, after all. We were researching ways to completely control human beings. Test subjects needs to be exposed to extreme situations, so we decided on a fantasy setting. People like that, right? We wouldn't have gotten funding from the government Wait, so that means the government loves fantasy shit? Is that what we're getting at?
That's canon.
There was some guy on the chair committee, and she's like, "Man, this is just like my mean guy."
The prime minister really loves role-playing games, I guess. In other words, we were running a business.
Yeah, no, when he's not leading the country, he plays D&D on weekends.
Yeah, not many people know that.
Somebody say something.
Please. But just what about instructions do you give to the people you hypnotize? You don't give them each a full set of memories for their whole fictional life, do you? You know, like Danganronpa. No, it's much more simple than that. We only give them 2 pieces of information.
Can you stop comparing it to Danganronpa?
You can't stop me unless you remove me from the call. The first one, that they were born in this town. The second was their new occupation. So you didn't even give them a name? Okay. They had to fill... Well, that would actually kind of explain how their names were so simple.
Mm-hmm.
Or basically what closely related to their occupation.
Mm-hmm.
Bardley. And Birdley.
Spudley.
And Spudley. Does that mean that he hypnotized Snowy? Or is Snowy the only one who wasn't hypnotized and he was actually trying to, like, explain that everyone was just under a spell the whole time?
Yep, that's it. Snowy, the
all-knowing
sheep.
He was the only one who wasn't affected.
Snowy, the all-knowing sheep.
They fill in the gaps themselves without being aware of it. The human mind requires a consistent story of one's life. Which means, of course, that no labyrinthian has memories from earlier than 10 years ago.
Profiles.
Profiles.
No, of course there aren't ages in here. Why would there be?
No, because that would give it away, Rob. No one has any memories from before they came to Labyrinthia. Well, what are you saying?
That's all one big lie. I am who I am.
But can you remember your childhood? I can't.
The fact that I picked Nikon's voice for that.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
That's true. I can't even remember my parents.
No way! I can't recall my own mother's face!
Minamoto, get out of here.
So's it a fuck you!
What?
And then he fucking explodes.
Why?
Because...
Why does he explode?
Because, oh god, what was that pin that he used after the fight?
It's too much mineral water.
The level I pin or whatever, he just fucking explodes.
Oh, right, the level, oh my god. As you can hear, no one can remember their real past. There are no exceptions.
Don't mind that explosion in the background.
Wait a second. Shit.
Wait a second, I'm about to hit you with a cigarette.
I totally remember to switch it over. Shut up. No exceptions.
I just want Phoenix to be thinking, and he just out loud out of nowhere, just damn it.
Yeah, no, it's like, well, I'm here, I'm trying, wait, fuck. Well, here, I'm trying to think of, god damn it.
I smell a contradiction in here.
And what does that smell like, Phoenix?
Oh, you know, like
I can't say.
Chie's bad cooking. It seems Mr. Wright.
Very right, no.
It seems Mr. Wright too has noticed it now.
You're right there, Layton.
The sentence does not form the way I expect it to.
What are you talking about, Layton? Mr. Cantabella, you have just testified that.
Damn it, I don't have any. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. Oh, yep. I don't know if this is gonna pick up on the mic though. Yes, Mr. Cantabella, you you just testified.
Yeah, Mr. Cantabella, you just testified something here on this piece of paper. I'm actually hitting paper, I'm not like hitting the microphone.
That's what I was doing too.
Not a single citizen of this town remembers anything from more than 10 years ago. I already know where he's going with this.
Yeah, sorry, we have to make this more realistic.
Yeah, method acting.
Oh my god.
We've all become lawyers within the time between the episodes, it's fine. We passed the bar exam.
Let me guess, Phoenix is gonna say, like, but we remember everything. It's like, you're not citizens or immigrants!
No.
Not necessarily.
Yes, as that is the truth.
Now, that's a strange assertion, especially coming from you.
Oof, try that again.
Now, that's a strange assertion, especially coming from you.
Assertion.
What? What do you mean?
There is one person in this town who remembers what happened more than 10 years ago. Idiot. That cannot be. It is impossible. They must be merely imagining things now.
Mr. Wright, please enlighten us all.
Really?
Who is this person that remembers their past?
Take that!
Precisely, Mr. Wright. That person is none other than Espella Cantabella.
What? That is impossible.
It's true, Dad. I remember it clearly as if it happened yesterday. The legendary fire.
No! That's impossible! That's just your imagination, Espella.
No, it's not. I couldn't remember it before, but it all came back to me. Because I'm Bazella.
No, no, no! Espella, there are no witches! That fire was just a bad dream!
He seems really keen on covering it up. The only thing I could link it to is his actual hometown where everyone died.
The Inquisition would like to call Espella Cantabella to testify.
Oh, here she come.
Or just stays in the cage. What?
Regardless of whether Miss Cantabella is Bazella or not, her memories may contain valuable clues.
Again, pieces are coming back to me, and I actually kind of like this connection. Yes, that may be so. Wait, yes, that may be so. No, wait. I don't agree to this. This trial is over, Your Honor.
Objection.
You're not prosecuting storyteller. You're a witness.
You seem to be forgetting something, Mr. Cantabella. Your story has ended. You are no longer in control.
I love that.
You are merely
so much.
one of the characters. And this is also why we will not cease seeking the truth until we find it.
Defense? What is your opinion on this?
Why ask me now? You never asked me at any other time during the trial. Fuck me.
That's
Storyteller doesn't whip out a silver bell right now and do his thing. He could easily do all this unless part of him is accepting the fact that this all has to come to an end, even if he doesn't want it to.
Well, you hit the nail on the head there. There is a part of him that's just like, well, the truth is going to come out at one point or another. Also, he's also been living in this town, so he probably would still be affected by the bell.
Probably.
I mean, not if he was smart about it and drank, like, bottled water or something on the side.
For 10 years?
If he knew about the effects, then unless he wanted to get his own, like, data, like, additional data, it's like, oh yeah, like, I'm experiencing these things too, like, this is accurate, blah, 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 then I don't see why he would subject himself as a test experiment either.
Okay,
well,
Pooja.
here's the other thing. Whenever the quote-unquote bells were rung and the witches did their witchcraft, he was nowhere to be seen. Whenever anything happened regarding with witchcraft, he would only ever come in to do the parades, and then he would be in his tower, presumably, until the next parade. Like, he rarely ever actually walks around the town whenever witchcraft is even about to be performed.
Right. And in addition, if something happened, so say, I don't know, hypothetically, somebody else got their hands on the same ink that was used to write the story, and a new story was written, and he wasn't affected, that would raise some red flags for everybody else involved that didn't know that this was a research facility. So
I mean, maybe, but they seem to just accept whatever the storyteller tells them. So if he's like, I'm the storyteller.
that's the fumes. That's why.
The fumes.
Because their minds are more susceptible to suggestion after being exposed to the ink of the story.
But it doesn't last forever, so that's why you have to renew it by doing a new story.
Mm-hmm.
Again, also the reason why he hasn't spoken to Espella for 10 years.
4.
He's been... What?
Was it 10 years?
No, wait, no. The last time they spoke was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
But, like, it's basically... He hasn't been talking to his daughter for a really long time.
Right.
Because he's been writing stories endlessly.
Right. And
Espella... Huh?
a memory of... No, never mind. Keep going.
Espella keeps insisting that she's the witch Bazella. As her attorney, I should refuse to let her speak to the court. But what's really important now is finding the truth just as Layton said. Oh no, what's really important now is finding the truth just as Layton said.
There's only one way to proceed with this trial. And that's questioning Miss Cantabella about her memories. In that case, the court summons Espella Cantabella as a witness. Attendants, bring the accused to the witness stand. They just leave her in the Iron Maiden.
We also still need to figure out why the storyteller tried to write himself out of the story by having himself murdered. So I think a lot of this is going to come to light with her testimony.
Oh, probably. No witness. Testify about your memories of the legendary fire.
Yes, my lord.
That's an oopsie. That is a major oopsie.
What? I missed it. I think I'm wrong.
No. Just listen. The crowd and the fire sound effects are still going on.
Whoop. There we go.
It's fine, the judge just turned on the music again with his gavel.
I was...
Wait a minute. You're welcome, future Rob.
I was just a little girl then. It never happened during the annual... It happened during the annual fire festival. Everyone was gathered in the town square for the fire festival, and I was watching them from the bell tower. The great witch Bazella awoke within me and brought calamity upon the town. An enormous fire dragon appeared. I was trembling with fear, terrified by what I had summoned.
Witness, what you have told us wasn't a bad dream or a fairy tale, but what you actually experienced?
Yes, it was. Like I have already said. I remember it very clearly. The heat from the fire, the smell of smoke.
Espella, what are you talking about? Layton knows. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor.
Was there really a huge fire that destroyed the town? And what about Bazella? Is she even real? The answers are in Espella's testimony.
They got very lazy with the sound editing.
No, people are probably still just, I mean, maybe they get a little lazy with sound editing, but I'm pretty sure that what they're trying to get across is that people are still confused about the fact that basically their entire existence was just only recently made. And by recently, I mean within reason.
Mm.
Do you remember what age you were then?
I'm not quite sure, but I think I was 6 or 7.
And how old
So
are
not
you?
legal, gotcha.
And how old are you now? She's legal.
Oh, never mind.
Oh my
She's
god,
legal.
you two.
I'm 18 years old.
Not by
so-
U.S. standards.
18 is legal in the U.S.
18 is legal in the U.S. I mean, she's cute, but she's not my type.
That's just fine.
Oh my god.
That means those events did take place more than 10 years ago.
Let
How can that?
let me
Yes.
let me clarify that by saying I'm joking, internet. Fuck off.
Yes, we are joking.
Hmm.
It's very odd that you have memories of that old. Perhaps you were mistaken about your age at the time.
But I do have a weakness for blondes. Anyway, Your Honor, there is no one besides Espella has witnessed the legendary fire.
We know, Rob. We
Which
know.
would mean that the incident occurred before Labyrinthia was created over 10 years ago.
Yes. I suppose that makes sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. How many times do I need to tell you? There are no witches, no magic. The legendary fire is just a story. This interrogation serves no purpose. Shut up, storyteller. This
Excuse
is my
me?
court. Excuse me? I created your role. Well, this is my court.
Damn it.
Yeah. Mr. Kensabella, the court asks you to be quiet during another witness's testimony, unless you are asked to speak.
Yes, Espella.
Yes. Hold it! Could you tell us a little more about this fire festival you were watching?
Yes, it seems to be an ancient custom in this area. The townspeople made a fire offering to the great witch Espella so that she would not bring misfortune upon them. A great fire is lit in the middle of town square. The festival lasts all night long.
So it's a bonfire. That's all that it is. It's just a bonfire.
That's correct. The festival takes place once every year. It's quite magnificent when all the townsfolk assembled at the square. Unless it is a counterfeit memory imprinted into our minds by you. No, this festival has been held here since before I was born. It appears to be a very old custom indeed. By the way, why were you in the bell tower in the first place? That's what I was gonna ask.
Huh?
You know, you said everyone was at the town square. Why weren't you there?
I can't remember. I probably went there because Espella awoke within me.
Despite having vivid memories of the fire, you do not remember much of anything else that occurred from at that time.
Yes. I was at the top of the bell tower, looking down at people in the town square. Someone was with me there. Oh, that's right, it was Eve.
Oh, she looks so cute.
Yeah.
Eve, her black cat, huh?
It's like if you put a handkerchief around Joker, then he can cosplay as Eve. Batman, not Joker.
I didn't think Eve was that old.
How long do cats live?
Depends. It can live.
I think
I
up
know
to
some. I know some species can live up to 20 years.
really
Yeah.
because let's see. I think I'm trying to remember how old. Well, Midnight was very young. I think Lancelot was quite up there, 11, 12 years old. Regardless,
then...
Oh, sorry, I was wrong. 2 to 16 years. Why did I think 12?
So it's entirely possible that Eve could be that old.
Mm-hmm.
Like, right at the cusp of that age.
Yeah.
Right at the cusp of
I
death.
mean, she was swapped out with another black cat at some point, and Espella never knew.
What? Is she a goldfish all of a sudden?
Hold it! No, he rung the bell before Eve died, and then just replaced it with an exact looking cat as she came to. Do you remember casting a spell?
I cannot remember.
Hang on! You look upset, Mr. Cantabella.
I mean, you're always like that, but you look more upset than usual.
Pardon me. Did you want something?
I'd like to know what you were thinking about Espella's last statement. Don't mind me, I wasn't frantically trying to find the paper I was tapping earlier.
You should have it on hand.
My opinion about all of this has not changed since last time. It is all just a dream. Listen to me, Espella. You are not Bezella. There was no legendary fire.
I want him to grab her by the shoulders and just start shaking her.
I mean, to be fair, they didn't need to make this side profile of him turning towards her, so I appreciate it.
This was the first 3D Phoenix Wright game.
You are not Bezella!
Her eyes glow and the demon voice comes, yes, I am.
Oh,
Wait, did you ask for demon voice?
Yes.
I am the great witch Bezella.
oh shit. Oh, hey!
Aww.
Dad, you have no idea how much I want to believe you, but I just can't. I remember what I saw and how it felt. The heat, the smoke.
Magic doesn't exist. It belongs in fairy tales. There are no fire dragons either.
Especially
He's
Suzie
trying
bitch
to
slap
make
you.
sure she doesn't remember something. I think he's doing this all for her.
seems certain that she saw a fire dragon at that time. However, as long as we do not have any evidence to support or disprove this claim, we can't make any progress.
Wait. I remember to change the voice this time. Because otherwise Phoenix's thoughts would just be like,
This is my thoughts now.
Demon snake.
Do I have any relevant evidence?
also demon snake?
Ugh.
Hang on a minute.
I'm Demon Snake.
That doesn't work.
It doesn't. Because it's just deep voice.
Just want to see something.
Otacon, I'm a demon now.
Wait. Because I know how this goes. Oh wait, where the fuck is the stylus? That would probably be easier than using my fat ass finger.
Oh. What is that? That's like
It's something on the banister, but I'm not sure if that's relevant yet. I'm gonna press the last statement.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't think there's any...
I don't think there's anything I could...
Shit!
I can understand your choice to be cautious with your judgment, Mr. Wright.
You didn't hear that, Layton.
However, I must remind you that the only way to discover the whole truth is to bring to light the true nature of the dragon witnessed by the accused.
Yeah, no, I think that's actually what we're supposed to do.
Okay, alright.
okay.
Perhaps...
Maya just sounded like a wood chipper for a second.
I just want to I want to have everything on hand. I can't afford to lose any more shields.
That's why you save, Rob.
Mm.
Can you tell me more about that fire dragon?
The monstrous image is still so vivid. It looked just like the one that attacked Dad this evening. I have done something terrible again.
He's still alive, though. Then you are sure that the fire dragon you saw more than 10 years ago and the one summoned this evening were exactly the same?
Yes, they were definitely the same.
Oh, storyteller!
Is something wrong, Mr. Cantabella? It's impossible. There's no such thing as magic.
I'm a scientist.
You never believe me, Dad. I don't know why you have to be like this. There was a time when things were different.
Espella, what are you saying?
I will bitch slap you, I swear to God. Just with his fist fucking balled up, just like, just listen to your
Do you
father.
realize how much the animators have to do to turn me to the side?
Look at them. It's like a common argument between a teenager and a parent, except with like
Almost
more
like because it is.
less ed.
Mm.
Mr. Cantabella created this town. He knows better than anyone else that there's no magic here.
Miss Cantabella,
Yes?
would you mind giving us more details of what you saw?
Okay, I think this is what we're supposed to do. But you were on the right track, though.
Mm-hmm.
Could I borrow a sheet of parchment and a pencil?
Again, future, past fucking memories.
It's fine. I also kind of had... That's why I was like, oh, no, that's correct, because I had that same inclination.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be better if I draw it.
I feel like it'd be an interesting name for like a game, Future Memories. It sounds real cool. Future.
It sounds like a Phoenix Wright-esque visual novel game. Your request shall be granted.
She just draws the
Maybe
meatball.
like Corpse Party. I don't know.
She just draws the meatball dragon.
Oh my god.
Yes! Meatball Dragon!
Bring parchment and a pencil for the witness immediately.
Oh, I love you, Meatball Dragon.
Dragon.
Hello.
Yeah, he's kind of meatball-y in the front.
This is it. This is the
That's the wrong voice.
This is it. This is the fire dragon that I saw that night.
Dang, Espella, you can draw. It's not like this is concept art made by the creators of this game.
No, not at all.
No, Espella's just a really good artist at 18. I say that sounds like a joke, but I was actually kind of half joking.
I only caught a glimpse of it, but it was real.
Considering that Amanda is a very decent artist at 18.
Your friend Amanda or the one from college?
My sister.
That's what I meant to say, but I said friend anyway.
I mean, sisters can be friends.
Don't go making assumptions.
Oh.
Yeah, with Ross. Don't go making assumptions.
That dragon looks like it'd be a really cool tattoo someone would have on their arm.
It probably is. I could
Alright.
definitely see someone have that as a tattoo.
Alright, time for me to get a tattoo of that exact dragon.
Oh dear.
Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
you won't.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, you won't.
I must say, it does closely resemble the supposed magical creature we witnessed this evening. Just a reminder, this is still all happening within one night.
God damn it.
Yeah, both trials. It does indeed. This drawing shall be added to the evidence.
It is evidence now.
This is a farce.
Hold on.
You don't like my drawing, Dad. You didn't even... You went outside the lines!
It's not immediately apparent.
No, it isn't. But I just want to press the
But
damn
it's good
button.
to know.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it'll be brought up though.
All right.
What happened over a decade ago? Was the town really destroyed by a fire dragon?
A fur dragon.
You fear?
Discovering the truth about the dragon shall be our next objective.
Witness, continue the testimony.
Yes, my lord.
It's all serious and da 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 da. Okay, it's this one.
Hold it!
Blah blah
Was
blah
it this
blah.
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do that. Do this.
Hang on. My opinion hasn't changed. I'm a curmudgeon old man.
Ugh.
Okay, suddenly I now have evidence for this, Your Honor.
For this past statement, I have evidence. It's fine.
What statement were we talking about? You kind of just leapt into saying that the defense will present evidence.
The present will defense evidence.
I don't know what we're doing right now. What are you presenting to? Evidence? I suppose you mean this evidence that will prove. Prove? Does anybody know what we're talking about still? Anybody?
Yeah, just shut up.
Too much water in here.
No, just shut up.
7 out of 10.
No, just shut up, Your Honor.
Oh.
Aw.
That my daughter's memories of the dragon amount to nothing more than wild imagination. On the contrary, I'm pretty positive Espella did see the dragon. What? I thought you had more sense in you.
You haven't seen any of my. You haven't seen any of my past trials, have you?
And or future trials.
Wrong.
Well, aren't we all curious about the defense has got to show us, including me? No one has told me about what's going on! Oh, whatever. Present evidence to prove the dragon appeared in this town over 10 years ago.
Take that!
It is, of course, Espella's drawing of the dragon that we just talked about. It's impossible to draw a dragon with so much detail unless you've actually seen it. Wrong.
Really?
Wrong.
This is our... whatever.
Absolutely not, Phoenix. I object to you.
I object to your existence.
Indeed. And it looks very much like the fire dragon we saw this evening. It cannot be a mere coincidence. You can't possibly use that drawing as evidence. And why not? Because she could have just drawn the dragon from this evening.
She was unconscious.
Dad, why don't you believe me? I saw the dragon when I was little.
And when I say unconscious, I mean her consciousness was, quote, swapped out with Bezella, so she couldn't have remembered that.
This town is my creation. I know everything about it, and I assure you, there's no magic. If there's anyone who can tell you what's possible and what's not, it is me, the creator of Labyrinthia.
Your overconfidence has clouded your judgment and is preventing you from seeing the truth.
What do you mean?
In order to see what is really there, you need to reject biased assumptions and keep an open mind. You are overlooking certain facts precisely because you are the creator of this town.
It's nothing short of insanity.
Magic doesn't exist, and yet Espella says she saw a fire dragon. It seems like a contradiction, but perhaps it is not. Mr. Wright?
Yes?
The solution to this mystery is out there. We just need to find it. Do you suppose you know where it is? Magic doesn't exist. Espella saw a fire dragon. Where is the evidence that brings the gap between the two? It is in the belfry.
There it is. There's only one way to explain this contradiction. Espella saw the fire dragon, but it wasn't a magical creature. Then will you just tell us what it was?
Oh god, he's getting antsy.
That event took place over 10 years ago. What she saw then should still be in the place where she was at the time. It's still there? Yes, Your Honor. And that place is the Belfry.
I think that's a judge.
It's in the belfry.
I'm pretty sure that's the judge, but whatever.
Oh.
Oh, it's in the Belfry? No, the judge just got a really weird voice. Hi, Layton.
Over 10 years ago, the witness was standing somewhere around here when she saw a fire dragon. Am I correct?
I like how they're covering up what's actually supposed to be the right answer. It's fine. Yes, Mr. Layton.
However, what was it that you actually saw then?
Move to the side, Layton, please.
Let us see if we can find the answer to that question.
Layton, just move a little to the left. Why not? Go ahead and try. But I have warned you that it is futile. You will find nothing here.
Shut up, storyteller, and they just fucking kick him off the tower.
Oh no. Didn't write this, did you?
Yeah, you didn't write this.
Oh my god.
Well, it happened a long time ago. Whatever she saw might not be here anymore. And if you want to see exactly what she saw at that time, we'll still need to set the whole town on fire. Want me to go get the matches? Maya, do not commit sin.
Again, completely in character, she would 100% say something like that, and probably would do it unless told otherwise.
God damn it, Maya.
God damn it.
I may be an attorney, but even I couldn't clear you of the charges if you actually committed such a crime, Maya.
I will pretend I did not hear that. Shall we begin?
Oh yeah, Luke is nowhere to be found.
Yeah, I told you, Luke is just dead. Let us look for the fire dragon.
Oh my god.
We can see
It's
the whole town
puzzle
from here. Wow, that emulation makes everything look so dark.
It's very
dark.
dark.
Holy
Yep,
shit.
I can't see a thing.
Okay,
It's
Oh, there we
very
go.
dark.
It adjusted now.
that was weird. Look in every direction for something that would resemble Miss Cantabella's drawing.
Look in front of you.
Hold on. Pooja, I want you to see... Wow, that is very dark. I want to see if you can figure it out. Because obviously Chris and I know. So, what would cause the sight of a fire dragon?
The moon could have reflected off of an object.
Speaking of, that is not how flashlights work.
It's fine. It's a labyrinthian flashlight. It's special.
What could have caused it?
I
Alright.
wonder what it could have
Alright,
been.
time's up.
Okay. You realize if I'm not in control, I won't be able to find it myself.
Rob, are you sure that's the right one?
Nope.
What do you think, Espella?
No.
I was gonna say, like, you
I know,
kinda
I know.
prematurely just did it.
I was being a dick.
You skipped all that dialogue.
You did. That could have been funny.
Oh, hey,
that
there's
looks.
a witch.
That's interesting.
It looks like Bazella.
Yeah.
However, Bezella is not what we're looking for.
No.
We're looking for a dragon.
Oh.
I
There it is.
don't see anything though. Chris,
Yeah.
Chris, can you see anything?
No, I think it's just it's too dark.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think this puzzle is completable.
Yeah.
That's a very huge oversight. Game's over.
Darker yet.
There we go.
Espella, can you have a look at this? It looks like a dragon was hiding in here after all.
My
Really?
initial thought was that it would be visible from where we are. I forgot that you had to move the cursor around, so.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, wait, it's not actually showing up. Like, would Phoenix just like appear and point his hand, like his finger downward, like maybe you should actually move?
See, I
Is really
thought it
what
would
you
have
were
been more
doing.
clever. I thought it would have been more clever if something in the distance, as you're looking forward from this belfry, that some of the buildings or their shadows or something would have combined into like a shape. But
No,
And-
hold
Well,
on.
she was.
Hold on.
Yeah, they'll get into it. But also, what I wanted to say was that. I
Go
forgot.
on. Say it with this music.
I forgot. It's fine. I actually forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, this is...
Hey, it's identical to the one Espella drew.
But, it's not the fire dragon. The fire dragon was a creature made of flames. It was so big it could swallow this whole tower. This is just some tiny fretwork.
Think about it, Espella.
I think we can consider this mystery solved.
Yeah, we can.
I suggest we all head back to the court. I will explain everything there.
oh,
that
I
not-
think I figured it out.
Is that alright with you, Mr. Cantabella?
Is that all right with you, Miss Pooja?
Yes,
Alright.
I think I figured it out.
What's gotten into Mr. Cantabella? He looks paler than you do with a cold.
I have no idea. Let's all the others back to the courtroom.
Also, I'm drawn this way, Maya. Fuck you.
I guess the police have found the Labrellum ink.
No, it's fine. They all just got into police cars and went back.
Down the
Yeah,
tower.
police cars in this. Yeah, down the staircase.
Ooh, this music.
It's been a while since we've heard this.
Mm-hmm.
Super jazz.
It's really good music.
Yeah.
The Inquisition's investigation seems to have yielded some unexpected results.
The Inquisitions. Just the Inquisition.
No one expects Layton. But can someone explain them to me?
Your Honor.
Still stupid.
Yeah, the judge is always stupid.
Every judge is always stupid. This never changes between games.
The Inquisition will interpret the results of its investigation. Witness?
The only one who was remotely smart was the Canadian judge.
Yeah.
You said you were about 6 years old at the time of the incident.
Yes, that's right.
Meaning you were young, impressionable, and stupid.
Young, impressionable. What now?
And stupid.
Oh.
Did you see the moment the dragon appeared above the town?
Huh? No, I don't remember. I remember seeing it at some point. It was like a flash. The town was ablaze and this fiery beast was hovering above it.
Then, when you noticed the dragon, the town was already engulfed by flames.
Yes.
That information completes the picture. No pun intended. Miss Cantabella's statement has offered me an insight into the true story of the fire dragon. Over 10 years ago, Miss Cantabella was in the belfry unconscious. What events led to this? Perhaps we will discover that in due course. When she awoke, the whole town was on fire. Having inhaled much smoke, she was still dazed. She was only vaguely aware of her surroundings when she looked up, alarmed by the scorching heat. Unable to stand, she was on her knees. And then, she saw something she would remember her whole life.
There we go.
She saw a terrifying fire dragon attacking the town. She saw it through the fretwork in the... What the fuck? In the balustrade.
Oh, there you go. You got it.
The shape of a dragon against the backdrop of the town being swallowed up by flames became imprinted in her memory. That is the truth about the fire dragon. This is what I've deduced.
So he basically told us the answer.
But in doing so, opened up a couple more questions.
Yep.
Alright, can you relax now, Espella?
It wasn't a monster?
Miss Cantabella, the illustration you have drawn for us bears an uncanny resemblance to the fretwork in the belfry. You saw the dragon when you were confused, possibly mildly asphyxiated from the smoke. There was no magic, and no magical beast.
You believe a stranger, but not your father. It's so typical of teenagers.
Rude.
Oof. Also, he was presenting it with cold hard logic. You were being an emotional prick.
Yeah, so who's the teenager here?
I know what you're talking about.
It's not a phase, lawyers. I don't know where I was going with that.
You should have listened to me. And now that all the mysteries have been unraveled, can we not end this trial and go home?
Go
Objection.
home where?
Oh, for fuck's sake, storyteller. As much as we all like to, I'm afraid it's still a bit too early for that.
What else do you want from us?
There is just one more problem I'd like to solve tonight.
One more? What on earth could it be?
Miss Cantabella, we've ascertained that you were in the belfry when you saw the dragon. However, that creates a new question. How did you get there?
Oh, I haven't thought of it.
Yeah, neither have I.
Oh!
As expected of an ace attorney, Mr. Wright seems to have noticed the problem too, at last.
At last. I like the way of that last part. Right, because you can only access the belfry by going up those stairs, right? Oh, yeah, there we go.
Excuse me, audience member, can you shut up?
Man,
Sorry.
they've gotten sassy lately.
Audience member, can you please knock it off? I am on a roll here and you're stealing my thunder.
I know that you were doing a joke and it'll be better caught in editing, but man, you're just drowned out by the music.
Yeah.
But there is, there's kind of an answer to that too, except, you know, Pooja missed the part where that was apparent
Mm-hmm.
because you left. The mechanism can only be set in motion with the pendants.
Indeed. Miss Cantabella, did you have your pendant with you at the time?
Yes, I think I did. I always had it with me. But why did I have that pendant? I can't remember it at all.
This pendant is not just for show. It's the key to the belfry. Why was she carrying it around?
But let's not forget, it requires 2 pendants, not just the one. So even if she had a pendant, that still doesn't explain the missing other person.
Pendant.
Whatever. Well, the pendant's gonna be on another person.
Big spoilers, Rip.
I don't give a fuck. Besides, Pooja's a little bit too observant for her own good. She'll figure it out eventually anyway.
I'm not that observant. I really am not.
Shall we go back and tally how many times you predicted the outcome of different parts of these trials? No, we shouldn't, but you get the idea.
That's just understanding the tropes that these games do.
Also, Rob, let's not beat around the bush. No, you wouldn't.
Just for that, Chris, this series is hands off. You're not allowed to use it for editing in any way. Fuck you. We must also not forget that one pendant does not suffice to operate the contraption.
That won't stop me. Unless you want to copyright strike my channel.
Don't tempt me. 2 of them are required.
Two pendants?
Miss Cantabella, are you certain that you were alone in the belfry?
No, I wasn't alone.
Eve was with me.
I was there with a friend.
What friend?
Oh, I knew it! I was just joking.
What did Rob just say earlier, by the way?
I was just joking.
Eve, where did you go off to?
They were just reusing the same cutscene. That's the same cutscene.
The friend you mentioned, was it this cat?
Hang on. You say that's the same cutscene, but you forget this is a Phoenix Wright game. If they had to animate every single little detail for everything, then the games would be like huger in terms of file size and it would take way longer to come out.
Yes, she's my best friend. We've always been together. Without Eve, I would have been so lonely.
That kitty is always appearing out of nowhere to keep Espella company.
Of course she does. After all, Bezella is always accompanied by a black cat.
Are you still believing you're a Bezella?
What you saw from the bell tower when you were little was so terrifying that even an adult would have been scarred for life. The town burned in front of your eyes. You thought you saw a fire dragon. You see, your memories have been twisted by the horrors you saw.
What do you mean?
The dragon you saw wasn't real, and I suspect that the friend who was with you in the bell tower might not have been that cat.
No, it was her. It was Eve. She's my only friend.
Miss Cantabella, the pendant needed to access the belfry is too large for a cat. Are you following?
My cat is really small.
If Eve was with you, it would have been impossible for you to enter the belfry.
Ah!
Wait! Inquisitor, where is this all going? You have no right to tamper with my daughter's memories!
Oh, and you do?
Yeah, really.
You are right, of course. However, neither do you. Nor should you attempt to cover up the truth.
Oh! No, you're wrong. Eve was my only friend.
Think about that day again, Miss Cantabella. Unlock those psyche locks!
Those black psych locks.
You went to the top of that bell tower with a friend who also had a pendant.
Well then, why don't we have the defense present some evidence?
Because
Do
we
even
don't
have that evidence?
we don't have it. That's what I was saying. Only Layton has it. But while we're here, yeah, we'll end things here. In the next episode, Layton presents evidence.
Ooh.
Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later.
My throat hurts.
I bet it does.
Well, you're doing one deep voice after another with the judge and storyteller back to back.